CrossFit's ties to military, firefighters, law enforcement, and first responders run deep. These communities, whose lives often depend on their fitness, help to build a pervasive culture of service and respect. For us, the CrossFit Mayhem Everyday Hero Service Games presented by Air National Guard was more than a competition. It's a way to honor the heroes who serve in all of our communities. And on such a weekend, the inclusion of a hero workout was non-negotiable.
Hero workouts are uniquely meaningful, shared suffering with a purpose to honor our fallen heroes.
Midway through the competition, we all stopped and stepped onto the floor to perform DT in honor of U.S. Staff Sgt. Timothy P. Davis.
So my name's Chris Jones. I was a combat controller in the United States Air Force. When I was going through training, Tim and I were on the same training teams. We spent about a year and a half together. One of my deployments was in Afghanistan around 2008. A lot of guys called it the Wild West. So there weren't a lot of rules and regulations to just try to figure out how to operate against Al-Qaeda. A year later, I deployed to Iraq, and Tim was one of the guys that went to Afghanistan where I was at. Tim and I kind of just swapped out. So, yeah. It was in a valley surrounded by mountains. They would get bombarded with enemy fire. In order to just stay alive, they would have to go out on these missions and try to push Al-Qaeda out of these valleys. I think what happened with Tim is that they were clearing roads. Tim's truck was struck by an IED, and that was what led to his ultimate death. And I think that he died doing what he wanted to do. He was looking for a sense of duty that was higher than anything he had ever seen before, and I think he found it. So in 2009, I was just starting to do CrossFit. I saw this workout that came out. I probably shouldn't have done the RX version, and I was not as strong as I thought. And I was like, I just need to do it for Tim, and to know that everything I took from Tim will live with me. But maybe his son and his wife, they won't have those years with him to truly know their father. And that's probably the hardest part, that they'll never have that, you know? So, yeah. You just sit in one place and you're just left with yourself and a barbell, and you just have to grind through it. I think it's one of the best workouts that CrossFit's ever created. So it's pretty cool that it's named after a friend of mine.